Hi all, I thought I would show you the importance of blocking your squares. This is the More V's Please square and it's all kinds of messed up. The V-stitches kind of widen out the square a little, so I kind of brought it back in with my outside stitches, so it's all bunched up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay it out on a blocking mat. I use a foam one. These are like kind of expensive, $20 for like 14 of them, I think. I can't remember how many you get. And then I use these little T-pins. So I'm going to start in the corners, and I've drawn out a 12-inch square here. And so I'll pin out the corners first. And as you're pinning, you just kind of want to pull and pin. And since I have this guide drawn, it's a lot easier. I don't have to get my ruler out to make sure I'm squaring it up and everything. And if you're doing a lot of squares, I suggest you draw out something that you can follow each time. Kind of pin on an angle. You want to pin out like that, so you're not, if you kind of pin in like this, sometimes it can pull back in. See, this one's already starting to look a lot nicer. Just continue pinning around. I usually pin my pins an inch or closer. Sometimes if it's a really lacy fabric, you're going to need to pin really close to each other. This one, since it's kind of heavy on the outside, I can pin a little bit further away from each other. This last side you sort of have to pull a little bit more. And you can kind of pull from this side and kind of work it over. Okay, so now that it's kind of all blocked out, you can kind of see if you need to add any more pins anywhere else. If you need to adjust the corners a little bit, you can do that. Now, since this is acrylic yarn, I'm just going to steam the yarn. You can also take a spray bottle and spray it over and just let it dry, but I like to do things fast. So I just take my iron and fill it with water and put it on the steam setting. I think I have enough water in here. And then I just push the steam button. My camera's probably getting all fogged up now. So just steam across. You want the fibers to be kind of damp from the steam. Okay, that's pretty good. Once it's steamed, I like to go back over and kind of pull everything out a little bit, especially the center lacy area. You can kind of stretch out the square. Okay, now you're just gonna let it dry for a little bit and we'll come back in a second. Okay, it looks like it's dry. Sometimes I don't even wait till it's completely dry before I remove the pins. It takes my squares about 5 to 10 minutes usually, depending on how much steam I use. So we're just going to pull out all the pins. It'll shrink in a little bit, but it's keeping its shape now, which is what we want. We want it to be nice and flat and square and no bunching. And as you can see, it looks much better than it did whenever I started. So thanks for watching, and I hope that helps answer any questions you have about blocking. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments.